Switching gears to sports now, we welcome our sports reporter, Nick Luttrell, who's live on SU's campus after a dominant win for the men's lacrosse team over Duke. Hey, Nick.
Well, hey, Emily, it was a dominant win indeed tonight for the Orange. Maybe a surprising win to some Syracuse fans, just in the way that the Orange won the game. They shut down the top offense in the country, held the Duke Blue Devils to just 4 goals, so an impressive performance from the defense. And I think the same could be said for the offense led by Owen Hiltz, had his 5th hat trick of the season. Syracuse goes on to win 10-4. But let's rewind now and bring you the highlights in this one inside of the Dome. A top 5 matchup. I talked about the defense. A man who led the way, SU's netminder Will Mark, 14 saves on the day. Impressive performance for the grad student. But you can't have defense without a little bit of offense. Luke Aroa sending this one into the back of the net, giving the Orange a 4-2 lead at the half. But to start the second half, a once quiet SU offense erupted in the third quarter. That goal good from Owen Hiltz in transition, and seconds later, after winning 0 faceoffs in the first half, Mason Cone not only wins this one, but gets himself a goal. So that's 2 quick goals for Syracuse, and the run would continue later in the third as Jackson Birtwhistle sends that one on the man-up opportunity. So it was a 2-goal lead at the half. It blossomed to a 6-goal lead in the third quarter. As you see, Pat March there coaching up his offensive weapons. A comfortable lead to begin the fourth quarter for the Orange, and it'd be a lead that SU would not give up. Roa finding Hiltz with the hat trick, and that was enough as Syracuse secures the 10-4 win. And there's the offensive highlights, but just like it really was the SU defense that got this team the big win. As head coach Gary Gates says, it was one player in particular.
Will Mark kind of led the way today. You know, I think Will was 77% today, which is incredible, especially against probably the most potent offense in the country. I thought the defense was incredible. I thought the offense was very opportunistic and did what they needed to do. They played very well.
So the big win for the Orange puts them at 8-2 overall, and for back-to-back years, they've started 1-0 in conference play. Emily?
All right, Nick. So Coach Gate just talked about it, but how impressive was the defense tonight?
Well, coming into this game, as I mentioned, Duke, the top offensive team in the country. It averaged 18 goals a game, and tonight they were held to just 4. So, as I talked about, impressive from the defensive side of the ball for Syracuse. And we talked about Will Mark, 14 saves on the day, 78% save percentage. But we can't not talk about the defensive guys who were in front of him. And namely, it was all of these defensive players that really shut down Duke's best player, Brennan O'Neill. O'Neill is a guy who was the Tewaaraton winner from a season ago, and SU shut him down. Nick Kikemo all around for the Syracuse defense shut down O'Neill, and when O'Neill doesn't have a good game, that's when Syracuse takes the opportunity, like they did tonight, to win this game inside of the Dome.
So absolutely a big win for the Orange, but you know, it doesn't get much easier from here on out with games upcoming against Notre Dame, North Carolina, and Virginia. So what does this team need to do to build the Orange's confidence heading into the final month of the season?
Well, Emily, you said it right there. It's a huge confidence boost winning a top 5 matchup the way that they did today. But up until this point, not including this game, we've seen how flashy this offense can be. And we knew that going into this season with the likes of Owen Hiltz and Joey Spallina and Finn Thompson and Luke Roa. The list goes on of the offensive weapons that this Syracuse men's lacrosse team has. But tonight, it was a different win. It wasn't the offense, it was the defense that led the way. And guys like Nick Kikemo leading the way, and Billy Tawan especially, who was guarding Brennan O'Neill for that entire game. When this defense plays good, it can be a really, really special team. And not only when the defense plays good, but when the Orange can put it together with the offense and with the defense. And looking ahead, they've got a matchup with Hobart this weekend that they should take care of. But then after that, they've got another chance to boost their resume as they'll go to South Bend to face the #1 team in the country. And a lot of folks have told me, Nick, like Syracuse is back. Isn't Syracuse men's lacrosse back? And I don't know if I'm quite ready to say that yet, but surely if SU can get the win at the #1 team in the country, then I'll be ready to say that the Orange are in fact back.
Nick, thanks so much.